Hello, everyone. I am sorry. I am late. My internet is acting up. So, I wanted to start one time, and then my internet decided to act up. So, now I am trying to share this live out with everyone. And hopefully this will work. No. So, and so I am on my phone right now because it does. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me okay. I know it's kind of hard to see. Like I said, I'm on my phone. So yeah. Hi Donna, my love. How are you? I am fine. So I am trying to. My internet is acting up today. So I had to go on my phone, and I don't really like it on my phone because it's so small. But that would be too late with the live. So I am doing a question and answer today. So you can ask me any question you want. Um, and that's what I decided to do today. Hi, just Teresa. How are you? And yeah, like the internet is acting up today. Oh, I'm frozen. Am I still frozen? Let me see. Am I still frozen? I am. Yeah, our internet is acting up, so the internet in my home is acting up today. And hi, boss lady Denise. How are you? So I had to use my phone because the internet is not working on any of my other devices today. But yeah, today is going supposed to be a question and answer. So it's like the title says, you can ask me anything you want and I will answer. So while waiting for people to ask me questions, I am going to just talk about. Okay, so I have been in a wheelchair for basically all my life. I'm 25. So when I was born, um, about 6 months after I was born, Um, I got pneumonia as a baby, and so the because I got pneumonia, I lost oxygen to my brain. So that is what caused my disability. And yeah, so I basically been in a wheelchair all my life. And so I'm used to, being in a wheelchair, 'cause that's basically all I know. And hopefully my internet started working right on my computer, because I really need my computer. Uh, But anyway, so yeah, that's basically all I know. And yeah, so that's how long I've been in a wheelchair. I always, when I was younger, I used to have one of those push wheelchairs. But because I was so young, I couldn't push it. And that's when my dad was like, we need to get her a power wheelchair so I could be more independent. Yeah. Yeah, I consider myself, self-sufficient. I do almost everything myself. And, I try to be the best that I can be in life. And that's all anybody can do, really, is be the best they can be and, live the best life they can. Let's see. Oh, and then I'm frozen again. Oh, I don't know how to fix this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm 25. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm 25. Yeah, so then everybody says I'm young. I consider myself old. I feel older than 25. But, uh, that's how old I am. It's 25. And, but yeah, so I'm gonna just keep talking till I see any more questions. I think the chat might be a little delayed, so hopefully it will catch up. But yeah, so I don't know if everybody was in my live last week when I talked about transportation, and I thought that maybe I should explain what mobility was, because not everybody has mobility in their state. So I thought I should explain what that is. So mobility. Hi, in Rachel Place. How are you? So mobility is a. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the camera is, because somehow I keep like getting to the side. I'm used to having it on my computer, so It's a little weird having on the phone. Hi, be amazing, Sylvia. How are you? We do a question and answer today. So I'm answering anybody's question that they might have. But yeah, I thought I should explain what mobility is because some people were asking what mobility is. So mobility is a um disabled ride share service that we have in Maryland. It's not it's I don't want to say it's the worst, but it's close to the worst. It is close to the worst. And for the ones that were here last week, you heard my stories about mobility and about public transportation overall. But I wanted to explain why I personally, hi Taylor, how are you? Why I personally do not like mobility. And I know a lot of people are going to say, I already know, you should be grateful because you have it. And it's not that I'm not grateful, but at the same time, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. And that's all I'm saying is, just because we have a service doesn't mean we can't speak out. And I know I got some comments about that I should just be grateful that I have it. But I gotta look at it as like we're treated like, what is it? Like the phrase second class citizen, and we still have a right to speak out. And I know not everybody gonna agree with me. And like I always say, we can agree to disagree. But we should always be respectful about other people's opinions. So here's why I don't like mobility. One thing, as I said last week, is because we have to call a day in advance. And the reason why I have such a problem with that is because of the fact, what if there's an emergency? It is not like an emergency with yourself, because you should call 911. But what if some family member that you're close to has an emergency? You can't get to them. We can't, especially if my aunt went to the hospital today, I would be able to see her until like Sunday now, because I would have to call mobility at 5 p.m. And where I am right now, it is a little past 6:30 p.m. So it will be too late to call mobility to get a ride for tomorrow. So that's one reason I don't like it. Another reason is, since they changed the, I think it's like the management, I guess that's what you call it. Since they changed the management. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the light on. Okay, that's better. So they changed the management. It's gotten worse. And I'm gonna give you like two stories, their experiences that I had with mobility, so that way you can understand better what I'm saying. So one day I was going to the doctor, My doctor's appointment was at 1 p.m. Now, I told the mobility service that I have to be there at 12:30 p.m. So when you tell them you have to be there at a certain time, they pick you up an hour before that time. That's when they schedule you to be picked up. So because I told them 12:30, they were supposed to pick me up at 11:30. So with mobility, you have to give them an half an hour leeway, which is another thing that I don't like, and I'll tell you why after this story. But yeah, so you have to give them an half an hour leeway. So 12 o'clock comes, and I'm still waiting for my ride. I call them. They tell me I'm the next one to be picked up. So I wasn't too worried because I was like, oh, my doctor's not till 1. And I have plenty of time to get there because I wasn't that far. So, I waited another half an hour. So now it's 12:30. The bus still didn't come. So I called them again and I just told them, I asked them, I've been waiting for my bus since 11:30. It was, okay, so it was just my regular doctor. Like, how you have a regular primary doctor? So I was just going to my regular primary care doctor. So that's what that was. But yeah, so 12:30, I'm still waiting for the bus. I called them to ask them where the bus was. And they said, oh, we're there. Now they gave me a totally different story. So now they were trying to find the bus to pick me up. So how do we get from you, like me being the next person to be picked up, to trying to find a bus to pick me up? I don't know. But anyway, 1 o'clock gets there. So I'm still home waiting for my bus. Now this is 1 o'clock. This is when my appointment was. And I called Mobility again. I said, look, I have been waiting here for 11:30, since 11:30. And I am a patient person. I consider myself a patient person. I try not to stir the pot, as they say, but it was literally like 1 o'clock, and my bus still had to come. So I called, and the lady was like, wait a minute, you're still waiting for a bus? I was like, yes. My appointment is supposed to be now. So to make the story a little shorter, my bus didn't come till 2 p.m. And by that time, the doctor wasn't going to see me anyway, so I had already told them to cancel it, but they came anyway. But yeah, I was like, I'm glad my doctor don't charge me for no-shows, because I'll be suing somebody, because I ain't paying no no-show fee, no late fee, especially when I didn't make myself late. So that's one story why I don't like mobility. Now let me tell you another story. Cause this story is even worse than the one that I just told y'all. Yeah, it was a checkup, Taylor, yeah. So another day, I went to the mall and I had an appointment with my cousin. She does my hair. So I had an appointment with her. I think it was like for 2 o'clock. They were supposed to pick me up at like 12:30. So that day, their computer system went down. That is the worst thing to try to get a ride when my really computer system is down. They act like they can't function when the computer system is down. Cause I ain't never seen a company that is so disorganized. They cannot get their act together when this computer system is down. So, I was at the mall, like I said, waiting for my bus. 12 o'clock came. I started. I think I was done shopping, so that's why I started waiting so early because they wasn't supposed to come till 12:30. So when 1 o'clock got around, I called them, and that's when I found out that the computer system was down, and that they said they can't get in contact with the drivers. Don't ask me why, because this is the reason why this don't make sense. They have radios, not like computer radios, like those trucker radios that the truck people can talk to each other. They got those type of radios. So why the computer system got anything to do with that, I don't know. Plus they have work phones. So you can easily call the work phone of the bus driver that you got me on to tell them, oh, hold on 1 minute. Yeah, no, no. So yeah, I called them and yeah, they can't get in contact with the driver, don't know why. And that's neither here nor there because they got radios. Don't understand, but So I'm still there at 1:30. Call them again. Still ain't there. Hour later, cause I was, trying to make this short story a little shorter than what it is. So an hour later, so what did I say? I said 1:30. So like 2:30, I'm still waiting. Still, they can't get in contact with the bus driver for some reason. I don't know why they never thought to call him on the radio. Still never thought about that. So around 4:30, and I'm still here at 4:30. I told the lady when the bus comes, I just want to go home. I don't want to go to my cousin's shop. And because she wasn't going to do my hair after that anyway, because I was way too late. But the bus still wasn't there anyway. So the lady tells me, oh, we can't do that because the computer system is down. I don't have no words for that. So I told the lady, because where my cousin's shop is a dangerous area. Literally, like, let me tell you how dangerous it is. I was getting my hair done there one day, and we heard gunshots. And they are not far gunshots, around the corner gunshots. And come to find out when I got home, two people around the corner from where I was at got shot. Two of them. They were just sitting on their porch and they got shot by a drive-by shooter. So yeah, I'm not staying there no 4 or 5 hours waiting for mobility. And I told the lady that. I told her when I got on the phone, I'm not getting killed for you. So you can say all day long, you ain't taking me home. I'm not getting on the bus unless you take me home. So you have no choice but to take me home. Call the police if you want to. I'm not getting on the bus unless I'm home. Cause I'm not sitting out there when people get shot. She was like, well, ma'am, our computer system now, so it's nothing that I can do. So then I said, oh, so I'm just supposed to get killed? That's what I'm supposed to do, just get killed? I mean, cause I don't know about you, but I don't want to get shot. So anyway, yeah, so I just told her to cancel the bus because I wasn't going to no shop when the night and it was getting dark too. Oh no, I wasn't going there. So I had to ride the regular bus home in order to get home. This was like around 6:30. I was still at the mall because the bus still never came. And this was when, I mean, it didn't get dark too early, but it still got dark eventually. And I wasn't going to be there in the dark. I refused. So, yeah. So, this is why I have a problem with mobility. And I'm sorry the phone keep moving. I have it in my hand, and my hand is kind of getting tired. So that's why it keeps like moving. Um, oh wait, my computer's working now. Maybe I can switch it now. But anyway, yeah. So that's why I do not. I should be grateful and all this other stuff. But at the same time, we should get treated better than this. We're people. Like, people treat their animals better. Literally, people treat their animals better. I ain't never seen service this bad. Like, people treat animals better. So, no, I'm not going to just sit here and just, twiddle my thumbs and be happy that I have a bad service. I'm going to tell them, what needs to be done with this service. One moment again. What is it, girl? Well, mine just started working, and I'm in a meeting. What did I do? Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think it was. Okay, Sylvia, I'll see you later. But yeah, so that's why I don't like okay. Here we go. But yeah, so that's my two mobility stories and why I have a problem with mobility. But yeah, but like I said, today was question and answer, so we still got time. If anybody else has any questions, I will be here till 7. So we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to ask me whatever question y'all have or want to ask. Try. Yeah, so. But I wanted to explain the mobility thing and I had some comments about that. And I just wanted to explain myself better as far as the mobility went. I don't know if y'all can see my makeup. I got like eyeshadow on. I don't know if y'all can see it. But yeah. So, yeah, whatever y'all want to ask, I'll just keep talking till I see any more questions. Yeah, so another thing that I will probably discuss in full next week is amusement parks. So that will be a discussion that I will have next week. Because amusement parks is another thing that I think needs to be discussed. Because what they do is, I don't know if it's legal or not, because I think they're privately owned companies. And I heard that with privately owned companies, they don't have like the same disability rules as a public service. Yes, it's working now. So, yeah, I don't know. Because, like, for example, with Uber, I'm pretty sure everybody heard of Uber. Uber is just it's like a taxi service, but it's also a share ride service because you can share rides with other people. So with Uber, I heard that Uber does not have to have wheelchair accessible vehicles because they are privately owned. Now, I don't know how true that is, and I also heard that people have sued them because of the fact that they're not handicap accessible. Now, Uber is changing that. I saw plenty of articles where it actually started testing wheelchair accessible vehicles in different states. It's not in my state yet, but I heard that it's in California. I think it's in New York, and I think Washington was one. It was like 7 states in the U.S., and I don't know how many other countries. I know London has it because a guy who also does disability blogs did a vlog on his first Uber ride. So, and he's in London. So I know in London, the Uber has the wheelchair vans, and I'm pretty sure they will expand because I feel like they see it's a market that is really needed. Because I can't remember if I said this last week, and if I did, I'm sorry for repeating myself because I really don't remember. But I got a list of taxi service in my area and two other areas that are around me. So I would say the list had about maybe 30 or 40 different types of taxi service companies. Only one had wheelchair vans. The wheelchair vehicle that the wheelchair could get in. Only one out of the 30 or 40. So that really shows how they don't really care. Because if you did, then every one of these taxi services should have wheelchair accessible vans. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I guess if we don't shed the light on it, then they're not going to change. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, to shed the light on it. So that way we can get change. And hopefully, my channel has been growing. I am happy to say that I have 80 subscribers now, so yay. I finally got the 80. My next goal is going to be 90, but in the next week, I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait till I get to like 100, and I might do like a special thank you celebration video to thank everybody that, is supporting me and everything. Yeah, thank you, Donna Ray. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, so. Hopefully, I will be able to, get more people to listen and stuff to get my message out there even more. Yeah, so. Yeah, but we have 3 more minutes till 7. I said I would stay on here till 7. Yeah, unfortunately, I was late getting on. I was supposed to get on at 6. And my internet just completely went out. So, and it didn't turn itself back on until like 10 minutes ago. But next week, hopefully, if it don't go out, like I said, I will start one time, and I will start with talking about the amusement parks and entertainment in general. Like what needs to change with them to make it easier for people with disabilities. So that's what I'm going to do next week. And I hope everybody can make it. I'm excited for it. I'm glad that I finally get like more people in my lives. And that way it's more of a discussion than just me just talking. So it's fun to have more people to talk with and stuff. Again, does anybody have any last minute questions or comments? Something you want to add or ask? I am here to answer any questions. Yeah. Yeah, any question I want to ask. Because it's almost 7. It's like 1 minute away. So, yeah, I would have stayed on longer because I was late, but I actually have something to do today. So, unfortunately, I can't stay longer. But I did have a nice time answering the questions that y'all have for me. And one of these days I will do the 40 question challenge once I get my questions together. But yeah, so I am going to end. No, I don't live by myself. I live with my family, actually. Yes, I live with my parents still. Yeah, I don't live by myself. And I don't know if I ever will, because I kind of like not had to pay the whole price of rent and all that stuff, so. But yeah, it was nice talking to everyone. I had a nice time. I think we had fun today, so. And I think I taught somebody something, hopefully. So I will see y'all next Friday. Same time at 6. Hopefully if the internet works. And yeah, that's about it for me. So bye everybody. Have a nice night.